Namaste, Yogi, and welcome. This session is all about the crown chakra. The crown chakra is located in the center of your head and is the color violet, purple, or it can be a white energy too. The crown chakra represents our connection to the divine, our connection to all things. When this chakra is out of balance, we tend to feel like we're lacking meaning in our lives, like we don't know what we're doing here, we've lost our purpose, we've disconnected from ourselves and from others. However, when the crown chakra is balanced, we know that we are powerful creators. We know that we are connected to the divine, and we know that we are a part of everything and everyone. We are connected to all beings. And that is the highest vibrational frequency that you can actually exist in. When you recognize that there is no separation, you and I are one. The things that I like and accept and want for myself, I also like and accept and want for you. And so we're going to set the intention throughout this practice to remind ourselves of our interconnectivity with all beings on this planet and our interconnectivity with the divine. So if you have a block, go ahead and grab it. And not any kind of pillow or bolster would do. We're just going to set this block and sit on it with our legs kneeling. So our knees are bent, our toes are behind us, and we're just gently being supported by this block. And we're going to bring our right hand, the right middle finger and index finger, to our third eye. And we're going to flow through a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing. And the reason why we're doing this is because it really balances the left and right side of your brain. So taking, first closing the right nostril with your thumb, taking a deep breath in through the left nostril, and then blocking the left nostril with our ring finger, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Dropping the hand down, allowing your breath to return to normal. Visualizing a beautiful, bright, shining light at the center of our crown. Maybe with our next exhale, we push our consciousness outside of our crown, noticing our consciousness in this bubble of beautiful white light. And with an intention, setting that bubble of consciousness up, 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 all the way up past whatever city you're in, past whatever country you're in, Keep going up, up, up into the solar system, past the planets. Keep pushing your consciousness up through the white lights, dark lights, bright lights, into the jelly-like substances of the laws of the universe. And you keep pushing up until you see an opening with the most effervescent bright light you've ever seen in your life. Knowing this is divine consciousness, this is the energy of creation. And melting into that energy, dissolving like sugar in water. Feeling yourself a part of everything. And repeating the following affirmations. I am never separate. I am part of all that is. I am never separate. I am part of all that is. I am one with God. I am one with love. I am one with God. I am one with love. Resting in this space of creative energy, the energy of unconditional love, place where instant healing is possible. Gathering all this beautiful energy into your bubble of consciousness, sending it back down, pulling it towards you as you see it go back through the laws of the universe, past the bright lights, dark light, white lights, past the planets, back to Earth, back over whatever country you're in, whatever city you're in, until you notice that bubble of consciousness hovering right above your crown. Take a few seconds to notice what color it is, how brightly it shines. And on your next inhale, pulling that energy back in through your crown and sending it all the way down past your 7 chakras, pushing that energy down your spine, down the legs, through the soles of your feet, noticing that you are both connected to the heavens and connected to the earth at the same time. And together we're going to chant 3 Ams. Taking a deep breath in. Oh. Oh. Last time. Feeling yourself connected, knowing that you are part of it. And gently blinking the eyes open. Interlacing the fingers, placing it over your head. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms out. And as you exhale, bring the arms out in front of you. Bringing that energy through all the chakras back over your crown. Inhale, push that energy out. And bring it back around, circling your arms in front of you, down to your roots. Bringing the energy back up through all your chakras. Palms facing up. One more time. We're going to press that energy up and away. Inhale. Then as we exhale, arms out in front to the base of our spine. As we move that energy back up to our crown. Placing the hands behind you, behind your head. Just send your head back, opening your heart. And coming back through center. And from here, you're going to bring your crown down to the floor with your hands basically cupping your heels. So my crown is on the floor. I'm forwarding forward. I'm forward. Oh my God, I can't speak. Forward folding with my crown on the ground and my hands resting on my heels. Maybe I come up a little off the block so I can get my crown firmer onto the ground. And just begin to sway side to side. Massaging the crown on the ground. Just swaying side to side, gently energizing the crown chakra here. All right. Slowly pressing yourself up. And just gently removing that block away. We're going to move into our toe stand. So shifting forward, untucking all 10 of your toes, making sure even the pinky is on the mat. So you can use your hands to make sure all 10 toes are on the floor. We're just going to kneel back, stretching out all the toes. Breathe into any discomfort here. Mind over body. If you're anything like me, your feet are screaming at you. You're gonna stretch out them toes. And just 2 more breaths here. Last breath. Beautiful. Come onto your hands and knees, untuck those toes. And just begin to slam your feet up and down on the mat, just bringing the sensation back into your legs. And you're going to once more tuck the toes, kneel back, this time lifting your knees off the mat, bringing your hands to heart center. Hold it here, focus your drishti, you're balancing on your toes. And we're gently going to begin to rise to stand, keeping our heels energizing up, keeping our weight on our toes. Your next inhale, begin to rise. Slowly taking your time here. Lifting all the way up onto your tippy toes. Reaching the arms out in front of you. And we're going to tiptoe to the top of your mat. And you're going to drop the heels down. Now, you know I love to include somatic practices in my yoga session, just for us to move and start removing any excess trauma. So for this somatic release, all we're going to do is come up on to our tiptoes and then drop down on our heels. So up on our tiptoes, drop down on the heels. Do this a few times, however many times you need it. Just begin to sway back and forth, up onto your tiptoes and back down. Just releasing everything. Maybe you can sway the arms as well. Maybe you close the eyes and really feel the energy moving here. A few more times. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, fold. Two more times, inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Arms overhead. Back up onto our tippy toes. Heels energizing up. And we're going to sit back into our toe stand. So keeping the heels lifted, knees together, begin to bend the knees slowly and surely until you're taking your seat at your heels. Beautiful. Bringing your hands down, bringing the knees down, and making your way down to your stomach for crocodile pose. So for this pose, you're just going to bring your forearms together and place your forehead on your forearms. Just rest here for a few breaths. On our next inhale, pressing our feet down, we're going to lift the forehead, lift the head, and come back down. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Beautiful. Now, extending your arms out to a T. You can have your right cheek on the mat. You're going to pick up that left leg and send it towards the right for a big twist here. So the sole of your left foot is on the mat behind your right leg, or off the mat actually, as we give our right shoulder a nice big stretch. Coming back through center. Switching cheeks. Picking up that right leg and sending it behind the left for this twist. Feels so good. So my right foot is stepping outside my left leg. Good. And coming back down. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders. And you're just going to shift back to child's pose. Now from child's pose, shifting forward, you're going to send your right knee behind your left knee. And you're going to walk your hands back so you're sitting here in cow pose. So as you can see, my knees are stacked on top of each other and I'm sitting between my heels. If you want more of a stretch, you can try to move your heels away from you. And what we're going to do is send our right arm up and over, reaching between our shoulders. And then we're going to take that left arm behind us and reach for the bind. If your fingers don't reach, that's okay. Grab a strap. Now, first, I'm just going to send my head back into my right forearm just to like open up and stretch even more. And then on my next exhale, I'm going to forward fold over the knees. Coming back up. Unravel the arms and shake them out. Climbing back onto your hands and knees. This time you're going to send your left knee behind your right. And then take a seat with your knees stacked on top of each other. Inhale the left arm up and back, reaching between the shoulder blades. The right arm reaches and binds. Pressing your head back into that forearm. Create space. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale back up. Release the bind. Shake out the arms. And then come back on your hands and knees. Untuck the toes, send the hips back, downward dog. If this is your first downward dog of the day, take your time. Move into the pose. And when you're ready, coming up onto your tippy toes, let's walk forward. Stay on your tiptoes in your forward fold and slowly rise with your heels energizing up. You're still on your tiptoes. Drop the heels, mountain pose. Let's move through our sun salutations. Inhaling the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, waterfall down. Inhale, lift you halfway. Exhale, forward fold, step, jump back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And bend the knees, look between the hands. Actually, no, don't bend the knees. Come up onto your tippy toes. Sorry, force of habit. And walk the tippy toes to the hands. Stay on your tiptoes with your heels energizing up. And slowly rise. Arms overhead. Drop the heels down. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's do 2 more rounds like that. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Then we meet in downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhale, coming up onto your tiptoes. Walking forward on your tiptoes, heels lifted. Forward fold. Inhale to rise, keeping your heels lifted. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center as you drop the heels down. Let's do 1 more round like that. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step, jump back to plank, vinyasa. Downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhaling onto your tiptoes. Walking forward, forward fold, energizing your hips, heels up. Inhale, begin to rise. Woo. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, heels down, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to move into our tree pose. So grabbing the left sole of your foot, placing it in your right inner thigh or your right calf, just not your knee. And this time we're going to place our hands in prayer on our crown, engaging your core and just holding it here. If you're more advanced and feel like closing your eyes, go ahead. Challenge accepted. Otherwise, focus your drishti, charging your hands in prayer at your crown. One more breath here. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to move from our tree pose through warrior three. So controlled movement. Warrior three. Left leg parallel to the mat. And gently stepping back into warrior two. Holding warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. And on your next breath, side angle pose. So right hand comes down next to right leg, left arm circles up and overhead, side angle pose. Coming back through warrior two. And then we're going to step into chair. Bringing hands to heart center. And hovering your left leg. We're going to send that leg back to tap and then forward to chair. Back, tap, forward, chair. Last time, tap, and chair. And all the way to rise, up on your tippy toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, heels down. Hands to heart center. On your next breath in, you're gonna grab that right foot and bring it to your left inner thigh. Tree pose, hands on the crown. Hold it here. And on your next breath, send your palms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. With controlled movement, we're going to flow through warrior three. Right leg parallel to the mat, slight bend in the left knee. Hold it here. And with controlled movement, warrior two. From warrior two, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg, reach the left arm up and over. And from reverse triangle, bending back into that left leg, placing the left hand next to the left foot, circling the right arm up and over, side angle pose. Back to warrior two. And then we're going to step that back foot forward to chair. Hands to heart center. Hovering the right heel up. Send it back to tap and bring it forward. Back to tap. Bring it forward. back to tap, and bring it forward. Good job. Now from chair pose, coming up on your tiptoes. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your heels down. Now we're going to take a wide step for a wide-legged forward fold. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fold, bringing your crown to the ground. Now, if it's in your practice to move into an inversion, tripod, headstand, handstand, whatever is in your practice, you can go ahead and do that now. I am recently struggling with the neck and back injury, so my chiropractor would kill me if I told him I did the headstand. So I'm just gonna sit enjoying this wide-legged forward fold. This is my version of a humble warrior because it's humbling me that I can't invert even though I want to. But there you have it. With compassion and love, I just accept and allow my body the space to heal. It used to really upset me that I found myself unable to do a lot of poses that I used to really enjoy doing. But you know what? This body's still strong. It's still grooving. It's still moving. And now I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for this practice. I'm grateful for this body. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So if you aren't in your inversion, begin to come back down. And if you're not, we're just gonna inhale for a halfway lift. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the right leg, folding over the right leg. Bringing your knee to your forehead. A lot of folds in this practice, a lot of nervous system restoration. We're trying to restore our nervous system, send the blood flow to our brain. Few more breaths here, forehead to right knee. You're still in your wide-legged straddle. Beautiful. Inhale, walking the hands to the left foot. And stretching over that straight left leg, bringing forehead to knee. Okay, coming back through middle and rising all the way up. Now we're going to take a big step forward to the front of the mat. Again, rising up on your tippy toes. Again, we're going to keep our heels energized as we sit down into our toe stand. You can have your hands on the mat. Your hands can be at your heart center. And we're going to sit on your bum. All right, lotus pose. If it's in your practice, let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna rest that right foot over the left thigh, and we're gonna bring that left foot over the right thigh, placing hands on the knees. Few breaths here in lotus. Not a very comfortable pose. Not particularly enjoying it, but super beneficial. Mind over body. All right. Let's switch the bind. So I had my left leg over my right this time, so I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to have my, what did I say? My left leg over my right? Yes, I'm going to have my right leg over my left. Yeah. Got a little confused there. It's okay. As you can see, I have one side that's stronger than the other, and that's okay too. Even if you just do a half lotus, totally fine. I'm just here for a few breaths. Beautiful. Letting it go, unraveling, shaking out the legs. And we're once more going to open up into a wide straddle. So first, let's walk our hands forward, forward fold. Making sure to protect the knees and the hamstrings by pointing your toes back towards you. Walking the hands back. Just note how far or how deep you were able to go in that pose. We're going to come back to it. Now, turning to face your right leg, begin to walk your hands towards the right foot. Forward folding over that straight right leg. As you can see, this flow is more of a gentler flow, more restorative poses like forward folds and inversions. All right, coming up. This time you're going to place your right elbow right next to your right knee. Maybe you grab for your right big toe. Inhaling the left arm up and bringing that left arm over to bind. Nice big side body stretch here. Our crown is energized to the right side of the room. Good. Inhale, coming back through center. Turning to face your left leg. Inhale, walking it forward, forward fold over that straight left leg. And coming back through center, grabbing the left big toe with our index and thumb, inhaling the arm up, right arm up, bringing it around for the bind. And coming back through center. Once more, we're gonna forwards down the middle and see if maybe you're able to get a little more depth this time. And walking the hands back. Helping your legs close. Maybe you need to grab them. It's okay. Woo, shaking them off. Now bringing your legs together, toes point back. Inhale and exhale, fold. All right. Coming back up and lie all the way down onto your back for shoulder stand. So shoulder stand is also an inversion because it brings the blood flow to your crown. So you're just gonna hang out here in shoulder stand. If you'd rather do another inversion, please make this practice your own. I encourage you to be creative and do whatever you want to practice. Maybe you even move into lotus pose in your shoulder stand. And gently coming down slowly, slowly, slowly. Plugging your knees into your chest. And let's counter that inversion by moving into child's pose. Beautiful. Now for your final resting pose, I recommend taking Shavasana with your legs up a wall. I don't even have a wall that's empty next to me to demonstrate. So I'm gonna use this little bench here and I'm just gonna like put my legs over it, but definitely sleep on your back with your legs up the wall like this for your Savasana. I'm just gonna place my legs here on this bench. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, but you do as I say, not as I do. All right, so, or you know what? I can totally just sit like this too. See, I'm trying. I'm just. All right. Taking a deep breath in. Allowing the eyes to close. Feeling your body begin to get heavier on the mat. Noticing the blood flowing down your legs into your crown. Then we're going to visualize the beautiful healing energy emanating from the core of Mother Earth. And we're going to pull that beautiful healing energy up through the soles of our feet, visualizing and noticing the sensations as we pull that energy up our legs, into our hips, visualizing that energy entering and charging each one of our chakras, one by one. Our root chakra, the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and finally through our crown. Pushing that energy all the way up to the heavens, connecting to the divine. Feeling ourselves both deeply rooted into the earth, yet deeply connected to the divine, the creative energy of unconditional love. And as you breathe here, feeling yourself pulled down and up at the same time. Seeing past the veil of the illusion of separation, and understanding that you are a part of everything. Feeling your sense of self dissolve, your ego dissolve. There's no more I. There's just no thing. And we'll end practice with 3 ums. You can lie here as long as you want with your legs up the wall. Inhale. Thank you, Yogi. Namaste.